It's your boy Jimmy Blue, Mr. All Access Elite Boxing, reporting live from Dallas, Texas. I want to thank each and every one of our listeners today. Make sure to follow us on All Access Elite Boxing on YouTube. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're getting those notifications and leave us a comment. Also follow us on All Access Elite Boxing on Facebook, All Access Elite Boxing on Instagram, and if you're on Twitter, make sure to follow us. Tweet us at All Access Elite. All right, fight fans, let's talk some boxing. Big night of boxing tonight on Fox PBC as Jermell Charlo faces the WBC Super Welterweight champion and Tony Harrison. Now, this is a very, very intriguing matchup. There was a lot of animosity built up to this fight. You can obviously tell that there's a lot of bad blood, and you know that these guys genuinely hate each other. They cannot stand each other, and emotions are high. Now, a lot of boxing fans and a lot of boxing experts actually had Jermell Charlo winning the first fight. Obviously, this is the rematch, but, some could argue that it was a draw. Some could argue with, that Tony Harrison won. In my opinion, I'm not really upset about the decision. I thought it was a very close fight, but nevertheless, it's a different game. It's a different matchup. Jermell Charlo ended up knocking out Cota, ended up getting another, a tune-up fight leading up to this fight, and Harrison hasn't fought or even defended his title yet. So it's going to be very interesting to see. I think Jermell Charlo is going to win the matchup, and I'm going to tell you why. I feel that he has a really, really good trainer. I think Coach Derek James, former trainer of the year, knows how to make adjustments in the ring, knows, he's a great teacher. At least that's, from what we've seen in the past with Earl Spence and with other fighters that he's worked with, and a lot of other trainers and well-respected, people in the boxing game, they admire his teaching ability. Now, one could argue that Jermell Charlo, was overlooking Harrison in the first matchup. He was just looking for the knockout, and that's really what, the reason that he lost. I think Jermell Charlo on this particular fight, he needs to establish the jab early. He needs to make sure that he's dictating the pace to set up that right hand. But, we all know how, Harrison is from Detroit. He's an excellent boxer. He moves around the ring really well, and he needs to make sure that he attacks the body early, and he needs to let him know who's boss. If Jermell Charlo goes in there thinking, I have to knock this guy out, and, goes away from the game plan, he's going to lose. He needs to make sure that he set up his shots, and he needs to make sure that he has that tunnel vision and that he follows the instructions in the corner. I know sometimes Charlo, it's no secret, he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He's very candid on how he feels, and sometimes the emotions get the best of him. But this is boxing, man. One punch can change a fight, and you got to make sure that you're going in there focused, ready, and, stick to the game plan. As far as with Harrison, he just has to do what he did in the first fight. He has to make sure that he's sticking and moving, giving different angles, and, letting off combinations. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 and step out. Because Charlo's going to come after him. Charlo's going to be coming forward, and we really never really seen Charlo back up. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup. It could be a very close fight if, both fighters follow their game plan. And it's crazy because Harrison is the champion, yet Charlo is the favorite to win. He's about a 2-1, almost 3-1 favorite. And even Harrison said himself, hey, listen, I'm coming in as the champion, but I'm coming in with a B-side mindset, as if I'm still the underdog. And that's very smart of him, because he doesn't want to go in there thinking that he can outslug Charlo. He doesn't want to get in there and he doesn't want to bang it out with him, obviously. But he needs to make sure that he boxes, he uses his jab, and when he sees that opportunity to connect, he needs to connect. I like how Harrison, he's very witty with his wordplay. So you can tell that he can get into the mind of Charlo. And, you don't want Charlo to, if you win, that's half of the game, man. If it's 90% mental. Boxing is 90% mental. If you're able to get into your opponent's head, it can get him off rhythm and throw him off his path. And I think Harrison's done that. But at the end of the day, they have to settle everything in the middle of the ring, and the ring doesn't lie. The truth of all truths is in the ring. And again, one of the biggest headlines this Saturday night is Errol Spence Jr. is going to make an announcement. He's going to be interviewing. He's going to do an interview with Fox tonight. So that's big news in the boxing world. I wonder how the ratings are going to do, considering that there's going to be NFL games on tonight, and it's going to be going head-to-head with boxing. So again, it's your boy Jimmy Blue. Tell me what your prediction is. What do you think Charlo has to do to win this fight? What do you think Harrison will have to do to win this fight? Leave your comments down below. Share the video. Make sure you hit that like button. It's your boy Jimmy Blue, Mr. All Access Elite Boxing, signing off.